I just finished editing, or well, chopping up the video for today. And I don't know, I just feel the need to talk for a little bit because it's so exhausting the way my whole attitude towards everything changes so much. I feel like I can't even get my thoughts together right now. I feel like I kind of lost sight of why I'm doing a lot of things that I'm doing. Because if you really want something, you just do it. And I'm trying to do a whole lot of stuff that I can't keep up for a while, or I can't really, that I don't just naturally do or something, and that can sometimes be a good thing in life, but that's just like the main focus of my life right now. It's quite exhausting when you don't feel fulfilled at the end of the day, even though that is like a big part of your life or something, a big part of your big goal or something, right? And I think it's like in times, in these kind of times, I mean, it's me, but it's probably most people. When there's stuff not going too well from the inside, first thing most people do, I believe, and I can get like obsessed with that, is to look for solutions outward, right? I listen to all these podcasts of people saying how you're supposed to fix this, how you're supposed to fix that, and then I try stuff out, but I never really go a step further and see why certain things do and don't work for me, and I'm just kind of treating myself as a robot or something, or a machine, and I'm just like, okay, if I'm like, life is like a giant script of code and I'm just coding shit. Like, if I do this, then what comes out? Okay. And if it works, cool. And if it doesn't, okay. But I don't really pay a whole lot of attention why certain things do and don't work, and I don't really look inward a lot. I'm just obsessed with like seeking things from outside and trying shit out. And when I feel like I should be doing things and things are not going right, it feels like I failed, and it feels like I feel like I'm constantly at war with my brain. And I'm looking for like the way of like, okay, so how do I fix this? And then if you go online, there's so many different things. Like, you're not supposed to have any goals at all. You're supposed to just live in the moment and let go of any expectations, any goals, or maybe someone else will say, well, if you're not succeeding on your goals, you should put more pressure on yourself. That way you'll succeed. And, you know, with these things online is that, what people often forget is that everyone is just human, and everyone is often speaking from their own experience. That's how I view it, at least. And it's not bad to try out different approaches from different kind of people. But I should question myself more why I don't look as much inward as I look outward when it comes to looking for answers, really. I'm very grateful that my normal job is just going so well, and that everyone's very excited for me and supportive and stuff like that. But I've noticed that at any point in time when I'm not busy, or I should say when my mind is not occupied, I just don't feel good at all. And basically, when I started these vlogs, I would say I felt better, but if you zoom out a lot more, I was feeling good because I was on a constant high of all these habit streaks, you know? And I don't think it's healthy to only feel good do if you get like the most out of your day every day, because then you're really relying on just actions you take. And in my case, it's so like the opposite of it is also so extreme, where, you know, if it doesn't go right, I just feel super bad about myself. And lately I often feel like I'm just kind of in the same cycle over and over, and it might take one day where my day would start off bad. Say I don't have my normal job, you know, I work 4 days a week now, and then on one day I have my driver license and my own work. Another day is also just mostly work, and then on Saturday I do all my weekly tasks like cleaning and self-care, and then I allow myself one free day a week now. But say on a Monday, right? What was I even gonna say, dude? Already forgot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I think I said it a few times before, where I think I should kind of do a detox on, you know, highly on, well, dopamine, you know, like instant gratification stuff. And I think what would even be more important for now is just not look for answers outward, but just only inward. Like, just don't take all these other perspectives or like perspectives on life from other people for just a little bit. And I've thought about that many times now, but I don't push through. So what I think I'm gonna do, also to making these videos actually something that I enjoy doing, is I've said that so many times as well before. I was gonna say just focus on my routines and stuff like that. But to be fair, a lot of these things I do is because I just wanna feel alright about myself. And I am slowly more and more coming towards the conclusion that as long as I'm making progression in the things that I set for myself, I feel good. But I immediately crash down when things don't go as planned. And it's very hard to accept that it can't always go right, and that makes it feel to me like I'm not really building up like a foundation or something. Say you want to buy, you want to go up in height, right? And say you want to reach a hot air balloon. That is your goal. What's best to do is start building a very solid foundation and build on top of it. You know, it will take a lot of time, but you'll really be building something that you can rely on. And I feel like what I've been doing is thinking that I was doing that, but really I'm just running up some kind of ladder. You know, like if it's like this, you're just running up a ladder, and you know how people can like climb up a ladder by keeping it at an angle and going fast enough. But then as soon as you, this is actually quite a good metaphor. As soon as you stop climbing, you'll start, you know, the momentum is gone and you're not pulling and going up anymore. And because you got to keep it very steep. And as soon as the momentum stops, it just crashes down, and you find out that there is no thing you actually built up. You're just running up something that keeps itself alive. And that's very different from building up something very structured and solid and reliable, like slowly, that say, right, it starts getting very windy whilst you want to get to the hot air balloon. You could say, oh, I can just rest on this thing that I've built. And because wind is like something you can't control for the most part. Let's say something happens out of your control, right? Well, then you have this thing that you've been building to rely on. And I don't feel like I've done that at all. I feel like I've been running up this ladder, and every time I stop for just a little bit, stuff collapses. So yeah, the fact that, you know, now I was just for, you know, thoughts go very fast in my case. I was like, maybe I should just go and take like a, I don't know, book like a, maybe we should just go for a whole day, you know, of no, you know, just leave my phone at home and go walk in nature for a whole day and sit still for a lot and just think or something. But it sounds scary right now because it's just, you know, to me that sounds like, yeah, I don't want to be confronted with the things going on in my mind when there's nothing to be occupied by. So yeah, this is not really a vlog, it's just, yeah, I don't know. At least it's honest. It's quite important to me. I would hate for these videos to become like only showing positive shit. To be honest, so far the last couple of weeks I've mostly shown only the bad parts. Which, you know, that's not a good thing. If you want people to watch your videos for only, you might attract a very certain weird niche of people that can relate on negativity. But is that really helpful? maybe momentarily, but you can't rely on that forever. So, I don't know. Yeah, I feel the need to stop thinking and just start feeling. So, I'm gonna see if I can do that a little more the upcoming weeks. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna watch some videos and sleep. I got work tomorrow. At least I got something to look forward to. I'm gonna try to get up in the morning when my alarm goes off, but it's like a weird, super fast spiral down when things go wrong for a little bit, and I feel like I was fooling myself by thinking I was in control of shit. And then, you know, you fall back into old patterns and shit. It all goes very quickly in my case. Same with spiraling up. But that's probably because I'm running up a ladder and not building a solid foundation. Okay, that's it. Bye.